Hey your bros and mofos, what the hell's going down? It's only back here today at the Desert Villa. Now this is what I like to call my home, and it's not exactly like completely finished, but for the most part, like, the villa is done. I was just gonna make a few more structures over in that open area for like breeding and I don't know, stuff like that. I had a few more structures in mind, but I wanted to go ahead and make this video because for the most part the villa part itself is completely reconstructed and you know, prettied up. So I wanted to make a video on a tour of my villa. Now I guess we can start with my yacht. Now this is inspired by another YouTuber. I can't remember where I got this from, but he made a cool yacht, so I kind of made a cool yacht myself. And I did put Plant X on there because these are dangerous waters out here in the desert. Now if you guys want to join the server, search for Age of Wyverns in the unofficial PC sessions list here on Xbox One. Now this villa, let's see, I think I might have a GPS so I can show you guys the coordinates. Yep, here we go. So let me put this GPS in my inventory and I can show you guys where this is. It's not too far from the desert city over there. So you can see here it's 64, 67. Now this villa is, it was basically just some ruins, and I have prettied it up. Let me take my chest piece off so my rocket isn't doing it. Anyway, so it's a desert build, so I went with complete adobe. I also went with greenhouse walls and I colored them tangerine, which I'll show you up closer in just a little bit. It did actually come with like some more ruins up here. I just made kind of a temporary pin out of. You know, it's not anything fancy at all yet. I'll pretty that up later on. Probably put a roof on it, make it look cool. Also this I want to turn into, I was thinking some kind of like concert type thing with 4 drums, and I don't know yet, but I'll do that later. But for the most part, this build took me a little under a week. Most of it was construction on the house, which took me a couple days, and then just a couple hours on the wall all the way around. Now the wall is, I did it with pillars, so I did with pillars and ceiling, and then I dropped the walls and made the roof to it here. And I also put these Plant X turrets. Now these are the Plant X turrets that you spawn in with the command that don't require crop plots or fertilizer. So if you guys want to know how to spawn that in, check out that video on my channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, I do make a lot of admin command videos, so feel free to check it out. Sub if you feel like it's for you. So I'm going to show you guys the spa here, and then we're going to run into the house and we're going to take a tour of the house. So the spa is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, I put catwalk up there, so it's kind of open, kind of big pillars right there, which is basically just pillars surrounded by wall. I think I used foundation for the wall, yeah. So, and then small pillars in front. Now this was a small body of water here, and I built around it to make a spa out of it, so we can kind of chill here with our clothes off or whatever. Chilling in the water, going for a little swim, kind of getting out of the heat. Also, this place has a built-in bridge right outside of it here. I don't think, yeah, so I actually repaired it in tech because I came through and did that as soon as this update was out. But what I'm gonna do eventually is turn that tech into Adobe, but you can see that it's not very hard to fix at all. I'll start it off with pillars just a bit a ways from the first part where it's messed up here, and just went from there, adding pillars every 2 ceiling, and then a foundation at the end with some ramp. Actually, I didn't put ramp on this side, but you can see I did put ramp on this side. But like I said, whenever I fix that up with Adobe, I'll fix it up with ramp on the other side. So with this really cool bridge here, it makes for a really cool entrance into the base right here. So I put a bunch of manticore flags here, and it's kind of like a grand entrance into the place. So at nighttime it looks really cool out here. One, because of all the plant Ys I have out here, or is that plant Z? I don't remember. Yeah, these are plant Zs. So these are actually from Aberration, so I spawned them in. Also, I've got a water fountain here with, let's see, the artifact of, I can't remember which one that is. The strong, I think? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's blue, so it kind of lights it up, makes it watery. All the pillars are painted sky blue. And down at the bottom, the foundations are painted dark blue. So it kind of looks like a working little water fountain here. And you can see all the crops I have in my garden. Now, I did wall it off with greenhouse in the front. So if we come in here, there's a lot of detail here that I spent my time doing. Like these paintings everywhere. Let's see, you get in here and it's got really cool lights up top. Now these are actually from my room and all the artifacts I have up there. So I'll show you guys that here in just a bit. You can come in here and back here and you can access all of the, like, the grill and generator and refrigerators and stuff from the back. But I usually keep that door closed because we can just access that stuff on this wall here. We've got the refrigerators. I think we've got, and then we got a chemistry bench. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 refrigerators here, 2 grills, some paintings and some vessels up top just for some extra detail. We've got the community table down here, which is where we just, I guess, we craft narcotics and stuff. Now, no one actually lives here with me anymore. I did used to have 2 people that lived here, but they decided to move out and do their own thing. So we've got 2 working bathrooms with sinks, mirrors, and working toilets. One's there and one is here. Both are pretty identical to each other. Another thing, if we go back out here, now this is majorly reconstructed, so I'd like for you guys to see, to look up a video on what the desert villa looked like before I reconstructed it, so you can actually see all the work that I did here. You can see there were windows here. I blocked them off with wood to kind of make it look like, I don't know, like kind of like some shades, I guess. Here's the fertilizer room, which is right here. We just ran outside there, so we're back into the main room. Now, the sweet thing about these ruins here is that it has an upstairs. So right here we can go upstairs, and I did decide to do all this in glass so we can see out. I just think it's a lot prettier. And also, one thing about these greenhouse panels, like I said earlier, I did color them all tangerine to kind of match the desert build, because you know regular greenhouse has that metal around it, so it doesn't really, I mean, it still looks nice, but this tangerine really goes well in the desert, especially with this adobe. So we come up to the living room here. Now we've got a grand bookshelf. We've got a fireplace, which is not in, it's not working right now because I actually ran out of spark powder in my campfires. You know, campfires go out faster than like standing torches and stuff. We've got a couch here. Oh, someone actually wrote a note. Mad Dog was here, 2018. Yeah, baby. Go Mad Dog. Anyway, so we've got a like custom little fireplace here, and we've got a dinner table. Now this table, I made it a little bit different than the one downstairs. It's a bit more simple, but I did paint it differently also. We've also got pictures of the villa right here. Now I took these pictures and painted them before we had the garden and the water fountain up front. Well, actually before we had most of it built. We didn't even have the top part really. But I do like the palm tree. The palm tree really looks cool. Anyway, so aside from the living room, we've got my room. Now I did put green carpet here. We've got one of each artifact. We've got one of each boss trophy. Even some of the alpha trophies, like the death worm and the fire wyvern and the rex. And we've got my quarters where I go to sleep. I've also got some vaults in here, a mirror, just a little bit of decoration around the edges and stuff like that. But the best part about this is this sleeping area. I freaking love how all of this has, like, it's like archways. And then I blocked it off right there and put fire behind it with some railing. Also, I've got a nice little picture of Mad Dog here to wake up to. If you guys are wondering how I did the bedboard here, it's actually, let's see, what is it? It's trophy wall mounts. So I put one trophy wall mount here, and then one here, one here, one here, kind of all just overlapping each other until it makes like a nice oval shaped bedboard. Now we've also got some decorations up here. Nice little table to sit at and do some studying, maybe write some novels. Yeah, so I'm pretty proud of my bedroom. Let me know what you guys think of my bedroom. I really like it. I mean, this is the coolest bedroom I've ever had on Ark. It's kind of plain out here. It's kind of plain Jane with just the artifacts sitting around. But with the artifacts in here, it really looks cool at nighttime with them shining through the wall. Even downstairs you can see them. Now you come out here, it's kind of a balcony area. I did do a balcony all the way around the villa. So if we go back to the living quarters, to the living room here, we can actually go upstairs. And upstairs is kind of like where I would fly my, where I would park like my birds and stuff like that. And there's also a industrial grill, not a grill, an industrial forge out here for people to use. I kind of made a roof over the forge so it's not just like sticking there. Kind of tried to add some more detail to it. But other than that, yeah, dudes, that is my desert villa build. If there are any questions you guys have, please feel free to ask in the comments. If you guys want to join the server, like I said before, search for Age of Wyverns in the unofficial PC sessions list here on Xbox One. And it is Ragnarok PvE. So if you guys are interested and want to know how to join, if you didn't hear me already, like I said, feel free to ask in the comments and I will help you guys out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Now, there's a lot to this server. It's not just some cool building. There's a nice castle build over at the Castle of the Swamp. That's actually a community stronghold with a library, a monastery, and they're all really useful. Like, you learn about the server in the library, you choose a hero class at level 80. But I actually covered all of that in my castle build video. It's actually a tour of the whole thing, and there's even more than that. There's a desert stronghold here at the desert city. There's a Order of the Dragon stronghold. It's like a little Japanese style village I'll be making a video about when it's done. And it's all useful for something. So you kind of have to, I don't know, I guess if you're interested in joining the server, search for my castle tour video and it will explain everything you need to know about the server. And so anyway, dudes, hopefully you got something out of this video and enjoyed my desert villa build as much as I do. Keep an eye out for more admin command videos and tour videos. If you guys want me to do a showcase tour on your base or any cool builds you think you'd like the world to see, let me know. And if you're on Xbox One, hopefully we can make that happen. Anyway, dudes, catch you guys on the flip-flop.